The finalists for 3-year-old male are... The 3-year-old division is the Glamour division. And boy, did Big Brown and IEAH Stable and Partners add some pizzazz to this year's class. In just his 4th start, Big Brown soared past a field of 20 horses in the Kentucky Derby. He then rocketed away with the Preakness, heading toward a record of 6 wins in 7 starts in 2008.
Cruising into the line, kept the circle, looked in the rearview mirror, nobody was there.
The versatile Colonel John won Grade 1 races on dirt and synthetic surfaces for Windstar Farm and trainer Owen Hardy. Early in the year, the son of Tisnow won the Santa Anita Derby, and in August, won one of the tightest Travers Stakes in history.
Colonel John digs down. It's going to be a photo finish in the Travers.
Ravens Pass became the first European-based 3-year-old to win the Breeders' Cup Classic. Trainer John Gosden returned to California with Princess Haya's Queen Elizabeth Stakes winner and took on all comers on Championship Saturday at Santa Anita.
Ravens Pass and Frankie Dettori have won the Classic.
And the champion 3-year-old male, Big Brown.
Accepting the Eclipse Award for champion 3-year-old male is Michael Ivorone of IEAH Stables, who campaigned Big Brown with co-owner Paul Pompa. Big Brown dominated the 3-year-old ranks in 2008, winning the Kentucky Derby and Preakness with a relentless front-running attack. He also captured the Florida Derby and the Haskell Invitational. This is also the 3rd Eclipse Award winner for trainer Rick Dutrow. Big Brown, a bay son of Boundary, was bred in Kentucky by Montecule.
Oh, that's twice I've done that. Andy? I got it. You got it? Again, I'd like to thank the turf riders for acknowledging the tremendous year that Big Brown had. He was an absolute pleasure to be around every single day. I'd wake up in the morning, I'd call Rick Dutrow at 6:30 in the morning and ask him how he was doing. By 8 o'clock in the morning, I'd be at the barn. By 11 o'clock in the morning, I'd be in the office. Everybody was wondering where I was, but nobody asked any questions. Unfortunately, many will remember Big Brown for the race he didn't win, but I'd like to take this moment to briefly touch upon some of the accomplishments in 2008. He won the Florida Derby by 5 lengths from a post position that no horse had ever won from at Gulfstream Park. He would then go on to be the Kentucky Derby favorite, where he'd go on to win that Derby from post position 20, a post position no horse had ever won from since 1929. And he accomplished that feat in only his 4th lifetime start, which had never been done since 1915. He'd go on to win the Preakness, and he'd become only the 4th Kentucky Derby and Preakness undefeated winner, joining the ranks of Majestic Prince, Seattle Slew, and Smarty Jones. The Belmont was well spoken of, but obviously it wasn't his day and wasn't meant to be. But then he'd go on and he'd win 2 other races, including a grass race at Monmouth Park that would show his courage and versatility. His final scorecard would read 8 starts, 7 wins, 4 Grade 1 wins, and earnings in excess of $3.6 million. But more importantly, a lifetime of memories for all his connections. So many people are responsible for Big Brown. None more, obviously, than Rick Dutrow and Michelle Nevin, and everybody else that was responsible for his well-being, all the vets, all the grooms, everybody around him. He was a pleasure to be around, and he was the biggest dream any owner could ever have. Lastly, I'd like to thank all the partners associated with Big Brown, James Tagliaferri, John Roberts, Paul Pompa, Matthew Zulik, and my family for all their support, their compassion, and their enthusiasm, and making this one of the most joyful experiences of my entire life. Thank you.